News Channel 7. Time for 7 First Alert weather.
We continue to see those hot summertime temperatures and wildfire smoke lingering in our area. This is the view from Boise Basin. You can see very similar to yesterday, where it's looking a little bit like that visibility is impacted by the wildfire smoke right now. And you can see as we go forward in this time lapse, not much change in the past few hours this afternoon. And it's a little bit of a similar view as we go towards Tamarack, where in the morning it started out a little bit like a thicker concentration and then thinning out just slightly in the afternoon hours, a little bit more blue sky visible in that view. And that's because we are still seeing smoke from wildfires that are burning to our west as the airflow still moves from that direction. We expect a little bit of an increase as we go into the later evening hours and afternoon hours on Thursday, which is tomorrow. And then after that, we may get a little bit of thinning. But of course, this all depends on the fire behavior. And so if that fire burns more quickly, then we would see more smoke from that. However, because from that particular fire in that area, multiple fires affecting Oregon. So because of that, we have an air quality alert that's in place, because at times air quality may reach unhealthy levels because of that wildfire smoke in the area. And even though we are seeing smoke in our area, we don't have an air quality alert in place. However, we do have a red flag warning in place, and that has now been extended to include areas to the west of Twin Falls, not just the east of Twin Falls. So everywhere from Mountain Home to Twin Falls and in between in valley locations is going to be seeing some that red flag warning, which means that if a fire started, it could spread really quickly because of the weather conditions. Otherwise, though, we're expecting mainly dry conditions. We have a very small chance of seeing an isolated shower or thunderstorm around the Magic Valley areas. But if we see that, most likely you would feel the winds as the highest likelihood impact, and then possibly some dry lightning associated with that. And that includes into the afternoon hours tomorrow as well. But other than that, we'll be staying dry for the most part. However, that could change as we go towards next week. We have an increased chance, an above average chance of seeing some precipitation across the southern part of the state as monsoonal moisture continues to move in. But that is not going to happen. Again, that's almost a week away. We've got this high pressure ridge that's still continuing to dominate over our area, and that's what's driving a lot of that heat. But we do have this low pressure off the coast that is still getting a little bit of the weakening of the ridge to allow for a little bit more mild temperatures. Here's the high temperatures today, and we're expecting slightly warmer temperatures again for tomorrow. So you can see a little bit more cloud cover over in Magic Valley spots. Again, that's where we have the red flag warning in place and a very small chance of seeing some of those isolated showers or thunderstorms. And in the central mountains, we'll see those highs in the 80s. Similarly, in the west central mountains as well, with those low temperatures a little bit more comfortable. And again, in valley locations, we will see those high temperatures get just a touch warmer than what we're seeing today. And so for tomorrow, the expected high for Boise is 95 degrees. And you'll notice things staying a little bit closer to average than we have seen for your 7-day forecast. We'll be right back with the news at 6 after this.